Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This video is my VIB haul. As I promised in the video before, I did say that I had picked up some things at the VIB, and so this is that video, and I will be sharing what I picked up. Definitely, you know, I think the last haul that I did was back in April, and I picked up so many things. And I do remember earlier on in my channel, I was doing hauls back to back. Like I was doing many more hauls than I did this year. Because I said I needed to tone it down a little bit, and I told myself what I'm going to do is that unless I'm not getting a discount that means something, that puts a dent in that regular price ticket item, I'm just not gonna do hauls as often. And if I do really want something, I'll wait for the Sephora VIB haul, which they have twice a year. One is in April, one is in November. The one in April you get 15%, the one in November you get 20%, which is the one that I really wait for because you get more of a percentage off. It puts a little dent in that original price, the original price of the item. Also, like if you wait, most of the time when these VIB sales are coming around, the companies themselves, like the Tarte website, the Too Faced website, the Marc Jacob website, you know, all the websites themselves are going to have a sale. Like they'll put out a sale as well because they would prefer for you to shop straight from them than to shop straight from Sephora, because obviously, you know, they lose less. They lose a little bit less if you shop from them than if you shop from Sephora, because I'm sure they're not losing much when you shop from the Sephora website. But yeah, they also do, when the VIB comes around, they'll start throwing down with their sales. Sometimes they give you a better percentage off. They'll give you, like Tarte sometimes does 30% off. I think they do 30 to 70% off at one point in the year. The Too Faced does a sale. They'll do 15%, 20%, 25%. Sometimes they do 50%, but it is on select items. So I would say definitely keep an eye out for those sales when they come around, because you may get a better percentage off straight from the site. And what else? Oh, Ulta. Ulta does also start giving you 20% off of your whole little basket, everything. They give you 20% off of everything in your shopping cart. So that's also something to look forward to, because I remember before Ulta only they would give you a 20% off of one item, you know, a single item, or they would give you 20% off of the stuff that was in your cart, but select items. Like they wouldn't give you dibs on like the higher end makeup, or you couldn't get dibs on like the fragrances. You had to just get select items. But I did pick up some hair care from Sephora, and I tried adding other things like fragrances and other things, and they did allow it. Like the 20% off also came off of those fragrances. I mean, I removed the fragrances and stuff, but I just wanted to see if they were gonna allow it. And then when I read the coupon that they sent me, it also said, you know, nothing was excluded. Everything was included. You were able to get anything, 20% off anything that you shopped for with that coupon. So I would definitely say keep an eye out for those. But without further ado, let's just jump into the things that I bought. I do have a bunch of points. I don't really know what's going on with this point system everybody's afraid of. Everybody's just redeeming their points. Everything that they had there, I either already have or wasn't interested in. So I did pick up this this little catch-all tray, and it says "Wake Up to Makeup" on the inside, and I just think this is so adorable. So I picked it up. I redeemed, you know, some of my points for that. The first thing in this Sephora haul is this Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon fragrance. I received some samples of this, a few samples of this from like my purchases from Sephora or Ulta, and I tell you that out of all the ones that they have now, because I think they have like 4 or 5 of them now. They have the amethyst, the gray, the white, the black, and then this one. This is the one I like the most. So this is a very pretty little bottle here. So yeah, I decided to pick up the full size of this because I did enjoy the sample size ones. This definitely to me is a fall scent. But like I always say, this could be a fall scent, but if I feel like throwing it on in July, August, or any time of the year, I'm going to throw it on because I spent my hard-earned money on this, and I'm going to get some use out of it because perfumes do go bad. You know, it's not like they last forever and ever and ever. So this is one of the items that I picked up. And the notes in that is vanilla bourbon, tuberose, and oak wood. So in case anybody was interested. Something else I picked up was this Clinique Cheek Pop. And this one is in the color Fig Pop. I have 2 more in my collection. I mean, it looks like it probably, you would think this will give me no pigment, but it does. Like, it's a buildable. It's a buildable blush, which I like. These blushes are very buildable, and they're so creamy and soft. I've honestly fallen in love with these, with the formula of these Clinique Pops, Clinique Cheek Pops. So I picked up that, and then I picked up this HudaBeauty Mauve Obsessions. These little palettes that she came out with. I think she came out with like 4 of them. This is the one I was more attracted to, obviously, the Mauve Obsessions, excuse me. I wanted to pick up the big Desert Dust palette, but it was between the big Desert Dust palette or another palette, and I chose the other palette because I wasn't gonna get both. So I chose the other palette instead, but I did pick this up. And this is what it looks like on the inside, so that I can give them a try, so that I can give these little eyeshadows a try, even though they did say from all the reviews, that's what the little palette looks like. Nice mauve colors there, pretty mauve colors. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. So there they are again. Even though in the reviews that I've seen, what I'm covering up is the mirror. It does come with a little nice mirror. And they are the size, they fit in the palm of my hand, so that goes to tell you how big they are. It has, what does it have here? 10 grams of eyeshadow, I guess. So I guess you're getting what, like 1 gram per shadow. So based on the reviews, a lot of people said that these are not the same formula as the formula in her big palettes, but I still wanted to give it a try, give the Huda eyeshadows a try. So I decided to go for this little palette, and these palettes retail for $27. But with the discount, I don't know, I think you got maybe $2, $3 off. The next item in here is a Viseart palette. This palette, this is in the color, I think these are the brights, the Viseart, what is the name of this? The Viseart Editorials. Yes, so these are the bright shades, and this is what that looks like. I absolutely love the Viseart shadows. I think these are they're very, very, definitely very, very, very pigmented. And this is, everything in this palette is matte. Now, I was torn between this and the Sephora, what is it, the Sephora Editorial palette, that the new Pro palettes that they had. But I knew that I was not going to use all the colors in the Pro palette. I wasn't. That Sephora Pro palette has many colors, and the two color rows that I was attracted to in that Sephora Pro palette, were the two middle rows. The top row and the bottom row, I was not interested in those two rows at all. So I said, I'm not going to spend the money on that and have two rows of eyeshadows that I'm not going to use. That's half the palette right there. So I decided to go for this. This was a bit pricier than that, but I did get it with the discount. So it hurts. The ticket price hurts a little less. And then the next thing that I got is a skincare item, and this is the Belif Hungarian water essence. This is 2.53 fluid ounces. Not a very big bottle. Not a very big bottle, but I do love this essence. This is definitely in my skincare regimen. I wash my face and then I tone it with my Kiehl's Calendula toner, and then I put this essence on every day. Well, I use it in the daytime, because in the nighttime I use my what is it called, the May Coupe Raw Sauce toner. That one I use in the nighttime, but this one I use in the daytime every day. So this is pretty pricey. For 2.53 ounces, you pay, I think this is like $42, but again, with the discount, I decided to get it now. Another skincare product that I picked up was this Korres Greek Yogurt Foaming Cream Cleanser. This right here this is 5 ounces of the Korres Greek Yogurt Cream Cleanser, and I think the original ticket price on this is $26. So with 20% off, I decided to get it now. I love this. This is a nice daytime cleanser. Like when I wake up in the morning, I prefer to use these light cream cleansers or gel cleansers instead of using heavy cleansers. Like I use Kiehl's facial cleanser, but I use that one in the nighttime mainly. I enjoy this, and the fresh soy cleanser for the daytime, like when I wake up. Because when you wake up, honestly, if you wash and clean and tone and all the serums and stuff that you put on your face in the nighttime, in the day, it's not like in the daytime. What did you pick up? What did you really pick up if you were going straight to bed? Like, of course, you may sweat or whatever, and that's the only thing that you're going to wash off, all the residue from whatever you put on in the nighttime. That's what you're washing off. So I don't really think you need something very, very, very strong for the daytime. So I enjoy those cleansers. The next thing I picked up has a very hefty ticket price, but I wanted it, so I waited till this sale to get it, and it's the Natasha Denona Lila palette. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube. But this is what the inside looks like. And I think you have 4 mattes in here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes, and then the rest are like shimmer shadows. So, or like a nice, yeah, I'm not even gonna say light. Well, maybe you have some that are not too shimmery, because I think there's different consistencies in here. I mean, I do have one of the larger the Natasha Denona palettes, and I do enjoy that. I have the green palette, the green and brown palette. But these have, what is it called? Chroma crystals, or is it chroma crystals? It has about 4 different consistencies or textures or something in this one. It doesn't say. Yeah, I think it's chroma crystals. I don't know. I have no idea. I know it has different textures, but I don't know the exact names of it because the box has like numbers and letters. But this is what the palette looks like. So this was another item that I decided to wait for the VIB to get because you get $30 off of it. $30 off that palette. So now is the time to get it. And then my last item for the VIB sale was the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I definitely went back and forth with this palette when I seen it on YouTube reviews and stuff. Like I was like, I mean, those colors and you know, it wasn't appealing to me online. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm sure you guys are no stranger to this. This was all over YouTube. And then it has all the shades in the back, as do all her Christmas palettes and all her palettes. But towards the end, I decided I was going to pick it up, and if I was gonna pick it up, I might as well get it now because this also has a very hefty ticket price on it. And honestly, I still till this day regret not getting her first holiday palette, which was the Mi Vida Loca palette. I mean, if you ever want to come back out with that palette, I definitely am on board with that. That is definitely one palette that I regret till this day not having gotten. The Mi Vida Loca palette. Really. That is one palette that I regret. I think if I would have gotten that palette, a lot of the other palettes I probably wouldn't have gotten because of the colors in it. That one has like all the colors and it had the basic colors. If you got that palette, you really didn't need her, what is the other palette? This one, it had all these shades in it, the Shade and Light palette. Like, because you had all your neutrals in the middle and then you had all these beautiful colors all around, going all the way around from whites, yellows, oranges, reds, purples, greens. Oh, it was a beautiful palette. I regret not getting it till this day. But this is definitely one that I went back and forth on. But when I went into the store and I seen it in person, I was like, yeah, no. We're leaving with you. You're coming home. You have a new home. You're coming home with me. So I decided to get it. It does have a mirror on both sides of the palette. They're not, but so you can fold the mirrors in. But this is what it looks like. And this is a very pretty palette. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. People see it and they're like, like, what are you going to do with these colors? But when you see it face to face, like, you have to see it face up to know if you want this. Really. Like, seeing it on somebody's video like this, you're probably not going to like it. Maybe you'll be like, oh, the colors, you know. But if you go pay it a visit. Go to the Sephora store and pay it a visit and look at it face up. Maybe your opinion will change. Maybe your opinion will change. But definitely I had to add this to my collection. I do have her last year's Metal Matte palette, and so I decided to get this palette. I think her holiday palettes are definitely worth the price. You know, I think they're definitely worth it. I think her eyeshadows are awesome. The consistency is great. Because they're not, like, they don't change in the sense that, okay, so she did her mattes one way and then next year her mattes feel different and then in another palette they feel different. Her mattes are the same in all her palettes, like all across the board. Her eyeshadows are the same. I am definitely very interested in trying these right here because this is her two, the one from the glitter, something glitter Shade and Light. These two at the top are that new formula that they do have glitter, and as you guys know, you know, these two right here, like all glitter. You guys already know. Okay, so let's see what's going on here because Okay, so I'm not okay. This is still recording. Yeah, they do have glitter in it, and you guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of eyeshadow with glitter. I don't know why they do that. That should be an option, but these two right here are the ones that are like full on glitter, and you know this one has a little bit of glitter, like a little glitter shift to it, and so does this one. But all the other ones, they're not glitter bombed like these two from like her new formula. So anyway, long story short, I went into Sephora, saw the palette face up, and decided I was gonna get it. So that's it. That's all I got in this. You know, the prices are the you know, some of the stuff here was pricey, but I waited till now to get it instead of getting it at full price. I did wait a while. Well, this one, Saint and Sinner, I think it came out in September. The Lila palette. When did the Lila palette come out? Did it come out? I think it also came out in September. Or, yeah, I think it also came out in September. So I just waited till the VIB to get my, you know, little discount off. I didn't get a whole lot of things like I have in my previous hauls because I just didn't feel the need for it. I don't want to have so many things. And as for palettes, I think these are the only palettes I need right now. I mean, I do have a whole bunch of palettes, so I'm not going to say like these are the only palettes I have. I do have a whole bunch of palettes, but I don't feel the need to purchase anything else. It doesn't really matter what comes out. If I'm not interested in a few of the colors, like more than a few of the colors, then I just won't get the palette because it's not worth it to me if I know I'm not going to use a lot of the colors in the palette. Why have a palette if you're only going to use one color out of it, or two colors, or three colors, and the palette has about 20 colors in it? It doesn't make any sense to me now. Now, about a year later, being in this YouTube world, doesn't make sense to me now. But yeah, that's it. That's all that I picked up in my in my Sephora VIB sale. Hope that you guys enjoyed. I know that some of you are probably saying, you know, she still picked up a lot of things, or the stuff she picked up was pricey, or I would not give up that amount of money for these palettes. But the way that I see it is that I reward myself. This is how I rewarded myself for not having spent money from April to now. Like, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on products. I really haven't. I that's how I decided that I was going to tone down and that I was going to wait for these VIB sales, and that's when you can save up money and then splurge on that day with the money that you saved because it's specifically for that sale. So that's how I decided to do it. That's it, and that completes this video. Let me know if you picked up anything in this VIB sale that you feel like you want to discuss in the comments down below. Remember to be kind. Costs nothing, means a million to someone, anyone, guaranteed. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new here, thanks for coming around. And if you're old here, thanks for sticking around. I will see you in my next video. Bye.